Burfield International Shipping.
Hello everybody. Today I'll be doing the advanced stuff for Chapter 3. So this is gonna be like the 3A strats. There's like a bunch of stuff here. But then there's nothing really in the officers section. But after that, 3C has a bunch of strats that I didn't do. And 3D, I'm gonna talk about the cranes key glitch. And how silly that thing is, if anybody's crazy enough to try and add it in. Right, so the very first thing in 3A is getting this nice boost here. It's kind of self-explanatory, but it can be kind of difficult to get. So what you want to do, right after vaulting that, as you hit the ground, you want to sidestep, because you're actually not running at full speed. I mean, you can do this out of a slightly slow speed, but what's the point? So yeah, basically it's just that simple. Jump into a wall boost on this metal beam thing and make sure to coil out of it so you don't get stuck on this. Usually you get on top of this even if you don't coil, but coiling makes it go a little bit further. This also gives a pretty nice line to go for the window since you land right about here. And then you just sidestep and go for this kick glitch. Right, next thing, the PipeKG glitch. One thing that makes this annoying is that the game is really bright in this section. I have my brightness turned down quite a bit, but it sometimes is still kind of hard to see where this little pipe thing actually is. But yeah, basically just run from that rooftop, drop onto here and try to get like on about this ledge. Then right as you're on it, kind of turn into it a little bit more and then just kick glitch. You can practice it like without speed, just trying to hit the pipe every time without speed. And this is something that's like pretty easy to miss. But yeah, on this one you want to turn your camera into it and then do the kick. And then, yeah. Because on previous jumps I've been talking about jumping past things and then like getting the wall run on it. But this one's like this one that doesn't really work on. So that's usually how it looks for me. But like I said, practice it without speed, then just practice it with a trainer from there. And you should be able to get it eventually. Next up is fence. So instead of taking that springboard, going through the safe route, you take a route that saves about 2 seconds or so. It's not the biggest time save, and also if you fail this, you lose about 30 because you go back to the start. So it's not fun times, but it's relatively easy. Like, my runs don't really die to it anymore, like at all. Maybe occasionally there's a run that dies to it. So yeah, what I usually do out of this is just sidestep. Even though I don't know if there's a time difference between just running and doing that. I guess the sidestep gives me a bit of extra speed there. Then here I sidestep, get to about an angle like this. So basically looking at that pole in the distance there. You wanna walk past the fence and then later on start turning your camera. And basically what this will do is it'll like, you'll be running here and then when you turn there you just grab the ledge there. The way that you'll usually fail this is that if you are just kind of scared of this, like, that's the reason why this is kind of spooky, because if you're too close to this, then you'll just hit the fence, and when you're trying to turn, you'll like fall off if you have a little bit of speed here. Like, ugh. Ugh. But if you just keep a bit more distance to it, you'll get it. Also, having a bit more speed actually seems to help with this. Just gotta turn the camera like kind of firmly, but not like too hastily. Otherwise, you'll just again hit the fence and not get the climb up. And yeah, I kind of try to come to this ledge already, so that you're like, you can get it from just doing it like this, but it's way harder. So just having a shallow angle, like barely going off the ledge and then just turning back. And now I'm failing this a lot, which is cool. So yeah, just like that. Takes a bit of practice to get down. But it's not too bad once you have the hang of this. And yeah, this is basically the way I do it.
It'd be nice to get there sometime.
You can do it in a few other ways, but just try my way or the highway. Right, so how you continue out of this is you just wanna, after the fence, you wanna sidestep, get some speed, then get into a wall run at about the end of this vent, then wall run until about the door starts. And then you wanna aim like over there. That way you won't get this awkward little wall run on that if you manage to hit it accidentally. Also, it'll turn the kick just a little bit off to the side. So just like that. Right. And make sure you wall run enough, otherwise you will get a hard landing here. But yep. Next thing to talk about is this little trick here. So basically how this works is that you wall run here, wall climb here, and then hit Q. And if you do it properly, the momentum you have out of this jump will carry you and force you off of this vent. But you need to hit Q pretty early. Q will let you stay mid-air there, even though there is no more wall behind you. For whatever reason, Q jumps just let you jump out of them no matter what, basically. And then again, hold the strafe key to steer yourself. And yeah, just remember to hit Q basically as soon as you hit the vent. And hold the strafe key. Right, then how to continue from this is to do a nice key glitch here. Just look at about the corner of this, like, I don't know, what is this, some kind of water pump thing or something. But yeah, just look at about the corner of it and jump and coil on it and key glitch. It's not too difficult, but it might take you a while to start getting. Like a lot of times, it's pretty easy to just get the drop off there. But yeah, just try to do that. I think having a tiny bit of a delay between jumping and kicking is a pretty good idea here. Sometimes when you try to hit them super close together, your your jump didn't catch the wall run yet. Mostly it seems to work, even when I'm mashing them really close together though. Right, so if you get the kick thing and you go past that, you can just walk back here. Do that. Right. That's the end for this section actually. I guess I could mention one thing. So after this skip, after the skip here, fastest way to get to the checkpoint is to kick glitch into a wall boost. Pretty simple. But it's kind of risky because you can't see the wall you're kick glitching on. Right, so 3C. These starts are kind of annoying. The very first bit you can add like quite soon, but the later parts I recommend doing a little bit later. For one, it's only about 2-second time difference, and the strats are quite risky. Because once again, if you die, you go all the way back. Right, so there you actually saw me kick glitch on the earlier box. That's kind of what I've been doing. Just make sure you hit the kick glitch as early as you can on that box. It just lands you lands you here sooner, so you can get an easier boost on that and then start lining this up. I kind of like it. So what you need to do is jump into a kick glitch on that wall, and you need to hit the kick glitch as soon as you hit the wall, basically. Also hitting the like very corner of it helps, and remember the approaching angle is also important. So just come at it like pretty hard, like 45 degrees or whatever I'm coming at it right now. Just like an angle like that. Although, hold on. If you end up going straight, you can just roll. And then just do a backup strat here, which is just kick glitch on that vent. And climb up there. So the real strat, if you... Hold on. So the real strat, if you manage to get that to land here, is to get on top of this vent. And then there's like multiple things you can do here. What I usually do is just kick glitch, try to get that fast vault. That's pretty good. What Reg does is stay on that kick glitch for a little bit. Hold on, I didn't call that. Stay on that wall for a little bit, turn the kick, coil on top of the vent, and then do another kick glitch like that. That's pretty good as well. I don't know if there's a time difference between the two. I just find the thing I've been doing a little bit more consistent. And then basically other method is to just get on the wall run there and wall boost over, which is the safest, I guess. I usually just like try to get that. But if it seems like I'm going like too far towards the lip like that time, I just wall boost out of it instead. But try out doing whatever there. I guess the most important thing is angling this kick glitch for the other two. And for Rexway, the most important thing is where you start it, I guess. So just like that, or whichever way you found easiest. And yeah, to make it easier for your angling, you always want to like have a bit of distance to the wall. So when you're angling these kicks, make sure you like try to land the jump on top of the vent like on the edge of it, And then you can kind of decide the angle that you want to approach the wall with easier. Right, so then this strat. It's basically like 2 different ways of doing this. What I do is kick glitch on these boxes. Then do that little infinite wall climb kind of thing. So that's basically just once you get into a wall climb on this wall, you side jump. Out of that side jump you turn jump, and out of that wall climb you turn jump again. Then the other way is to boost on this box. There's actually 2 different methods kind of for doing this. And here you could just grab the ledge there as well. I'm just too used to the other way. You can just grab it like that. And some people, I think like Floobs does this, which is just to coil on top of the box to get the same idea. Or the same thing as the previous version. But yeah, these strats are about the same. Like, I guess in the optimal scenario, if you get like...
What the hell are you doing? Get out of there!
If you get that jump to land up here, the that method is slightly faster. All of this seems pretty easy to me whenever I'm practicing it, but on runs this is still like one of the worst places for failures. I guess the last thing to mention is that don't try this if you see your speed turning into shit. And about the box kick is that you wanna make sure you don't angle yourself too straight. If you angle yourself too straight, you can still get it, but I find it a little bit easier if I'm quite close to the box. Yeah, like... if it's too straight, then you can't get it at all, really. But... again, if it goes too far out of the wall, then it's kind of harder to get as well. So just like kind of hugging the wall, but not like right on it. So then we're gonna talk about the cranes kick glitch. Yay. If you are really fucking stupid, you're gonna be adding this to your run, which I don't recommend until you're going for world record, and even then you wouldn't need to do it yet. So, yeah. A couple of different ways to get down there. Best way is to just drop down, roll. If you wanna be fast, you can do a wall boost on that, turn in here, kick glitch on that pipe. But that pipe kick glitch is kind of annoying because you got like crap on the ground here, so you can't really set it up the way you'd wanna. And it's pretty easy to die on, and that feels bad, man. So I'm usually just wasting like, I think I timed it to be like 0.7 or something to go for the kick glitch there, like faster. So I'm usually just wasting up wasting that second or whatever, taking the safer route. Then, yeah, just kick glitch on that corner, land on this, and I usually just scroll hard and then coil. That way I'll like just get a nice bunny hop over here, and then I can just wall run on that and coil over this fence. Couple of different ways of doing this as well. What Rake does is he takes a bit of a harder angle towards the wall, and he coils in there and then does it. What I like to do though is set up myself kind of looking at this door and this thing. Or sometimes I don't really set up, sometimes I just go for it, mate. But yeah, the idea for my thing is that I land on this, which then gives me better speed. The coiling also keeps your speed alright with Rexway. I don't know, I just find it a bit easier if I land on this. Alright, so the way this kick glitch itself works is that you need to get into war run on the frame where your leg gets up on this ledge here. So on that frame you need to press spacebar to get into a war run, and you'll get this wonky boosted war run. You know you'll hit the timing if you see that weird jerk at the start of your jump. Not like that. Kind of like that. Yeah. There's like this additional weird bump at the start of your jump. Like that. And if during that weird bump you get into a war run, you'll keep the speed you have during it. Sort of a weird little glitch in the game. The way like getting up on ledges works. But then if you hit space and kick 2 instantly, you will, or you can get the speedy kick glitch, but it probably won't be going straight and it won't have enough distance. So what to do? You need to stay on the wall run for some additional frames between your jump into it and between the kick. And that's how it looks. Hopefully you can get some idea from my no board. But you shouldn't be doing this anyway, no matter who you are. But you really want to. This is the tutorial to your own destruction. Also remember, afterwards you have to climb this up. There's a trigger there that triggers the ending of the chapter.
God damn it, girl. I just spilled my Joe all over the key.
Otherwise you'll get a soft lock.
Hey, can you get a message to Miller? I need to see him again.
Sure.